music. He wound up giving me a track, and then the rest. This was like years ago, and then we wound up losing contact a little while. Different movements. And then one day I just happened to try and hit him up, and he was like, "Yo, what you working with?" I sent him what I was working with. He sent me some tracks, and we here now. You know what I mean? It's like we never even left. Like that little bit of time was never even, you know what I mean? It never happened. We was all like
Yeah, that's what's up.
working since day one.
All right, for sure. Welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. I'm DJ Pierre. This is popolitickin. We got the homie Snooze Daily. He live from the lab with us. So what's good? Let's get it started.
All right.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's a RMG.
RMG Studios. Yeah, this is where I work. You know what I mean? I'm out here with my man Rails because like
What's going on, y'all?
we got a whole team. Like for me to be where I'm at right now, it wasn't just me. It was a team. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people that believed in what I was doing. So you know what I mean? For me to be in the forefront and be where I'm at, I wouldn't be here without those people that believe in what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So like the RMG Studios, that's my man Reels. You know what I mean? That like we've been recording together for like maybe 17, 18 years now.
And so you from Queens?
Reels is from Queens. I'm from Long Island, from Roosevelt.
Yeah, Perry. I'm in San Diego, but Perry from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Well, he born in Sacramento, but he live in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, born in the Belt, live out in Queens. I got you.
Yeah, the funny thing is born in Queens, but grew up in the Belt. I was born in the old Boot Memorial in Flushing.
So let us know your like, how did you get involved with hip hop?
My man Crack Val, like I was an athlete, played football. I was heavy into hip hop, but never really thought I could do it myself. You know what I mean? Growing up, I was always that dude in the mirror rhyming everybody else's rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And one day my man was like, "Yo, why don't you write a rhyme?" I was like, "I don't even know where to start," but he was like, "Yo, just go home and write whatever you feel, and then come back to me." And then within, that we was in like elementary school then, middle school. And my man from there, it was like my man Crack Val, he guided me through the whole process, like showing me, taking me to different studios. He introduced me to Lord Self, 24 Floor Productions. So I was kind of like around for that whole Onyx Last Days project. You know what I mean? So like just grabbing and learning as much as I could, but just always working on the craft. You know what I mean? And then finally, I just took it upon myself to just keep going. Once my man Craig Val, rest in peace, he passed away 3 years ago. So when he passed, it kind of had me like down, but then knowing everything me and him put into for the years of, even if we wasn't together, we was always working on something. You know what I'm saying? So it just got to a point like I couldn't give up now.
Then how would you describe Snooze Daily?
Snooze Daily, just hip hop. Like, yo, for me, I live and breathe this, man. Like from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. But if the better to describe Snooze Daily, I'm just one of those dudes that love to mess with the wordplay, but love beats. I used to make beats, but I just love hip hop, bro. I live, breathe, eat, sleep. That's just me. I love it.
And who's some of your favorite MCs as far as your influences?
The list is long, but if I had to really like break it down, I would say for me it was the Juice Crew, the whole Juice Crew. Uh, it would be the KRS Ones, the Big Daddy Kanes, the Rakims. Like I come from Long Island, so when you think of Long Island, you got the EPMDs, the Keith Murrays, the trap leaders of the new school. You know what I mean? Like I grew up on that Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was the Biggies, the Pacs, all of those names I named, but Biggie, Pac, You know what I mean? Jay, Nas, you know, the list could go on, but to me, it's just the MCs. You know, I like good music, but for me, the MCs do it.
And how would you describe your sound to people?
I mean, to me, I feel like I got my own sound. It's a mixture of everybody. So at times I see where as an artist, I'm all over the place. You know what I mean? I might have a hard street record and then drop some classy, you know, grown and sexy joint the next day. So for me, it's all about music. You know what I mean? But the best describes Snooze music, it's about having fun, life. You know what I mean? It's giving people something they can relate to.
Then how would you describe your creative process?
My creative process is funny because I use a lot of the artists I look up to as far as MCs. I would listen to a beat and then, depending on the beat, think about who that person is that's rhyming on that beat, and then attack it that way. But do it my own way. You know what I mean? Make it me. You know what I mean? That's just for me. You know, a lot of times it's the feel or vibe of the song. You know what I mean? But I'm you know, as far as me with the music, it's just a feel, bro.
Yeah, that's
whatever the feel is. That's where I'm going.
What you working on right now? Your current project.
Right now, we about to get the video finished for Oh Lord, and then basically I got the album dropping. We haven't really decided what we're gonna name it yet, but the album is pretty much almost done. So we're gonna probably drop it around February, March. You know what I mean? But I'm not really trying to go crazy. I'm trying to just maybe 12, 13 songs. But just enough so people could get a feel of the range of what Snooze is about. You know what I mean? It's got some life struggles on there. It's got some party music. It's got some real life, you know, up to date causes of what's going on in the world. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like my main quote is, for me, it's just life turned into bars, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I could be me going to the store and see a whole bunch of shit. I'll write a rhyme about it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna turn it into a picture. Like, I'll verbally try and paint a picture so people can relate.
I'm trying to see what kind of something else. But that's Long Island. What's that hat? That's Long Island.
Yeah, it says Long Island on the hat. You know what I'm saying? It's just a hat. You got the island on there, and then the shirt, DC Special, Central Station. Just got the Nassau, Long Island on there. I'm always repping for the home.
That's your brand?
Nah, this is the homies brand. This is the big homies brand.
Yeah.
In the hood. Central
No,
Station.
that shit hard. That shit hard though.
I told you out there.
Yeah, that shit hard.
I think you left, but I was telling them you in New York too. They said they.
Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn. My wife family though. My wife got family in Hempstead. So we be out.
Strong Island.
Yeah. Shout out Hempstead.
Hempstead, Freeport, Long
Roosevelt. They in Roosevelt too.
Roosevelt, Queens, Strong Island.
Yo, we rep the whole island, G.
The whole island.
Shit, we always out there. It's a restaurant.
The black man everywhere in the United States.
What'd you say?
The black man everywhere in the United States.
That's
for sure.
That's what we rep, bro. New York, it's a struggle. So, like, for me, I rep New York because I'm from New York, but I rep every struggle. Like, I understand that everybody go through. If you a black man, wherever you at, we all share the same struggle, bro.
Yeah, just different twang on it, different dialect.
Yeah, that's all it is, bro. Everything, it's a fact. Everything is the same. It's just how we speak about it, bro.
That's a fact. Everybody got their own version of poor food they ate growing up. Cause we got Philly homies that say they ate some shit called spackle. I ain't never heard of that shit before, but What's that? Yeah, but it's like spam though. It's like a little spam shit.
Yeah.
So we relate. We
relate.
Definitely.
Same
Word.
shit. Yo,
Just
real talk,
it's just they call it something different up there though. That's all it was.
that's the to me that's the bamboozlement of the game sometimes.
Yeah.
All day.
You know what I mean? Because like everybody thinks because they got a new name, they'll think it's something new under the sun, but it's really not, bro.
It's the same shit.
Like I was politicking with some young cats, some one of my boys' kids. And they try and put me onto the new slang nowadays, and I had to tell them like, "Yo, what y'all are saying is nothing new." Oh yes, it is. So I took Big L speak with slang, and played that, and pretty much everything he said in that rhyme and that song is what everybody used today.
That's crazy.
That's a fact.
So if you
like capping niggas was saying, I mean they wasn't saying capping back then,
like
but
that,
they had the same meaning.
You can get capped.
Exactly.
I mean, ain't nothing the
Same thing.
It's right in the spirit of moment.
Exactly.
It's just you gotta real talk, you gotta love it though.
Yo, hey, bro, but with that being said, you gotta watch how you talk around certain niggas with your new slang and your old slang, especially with that capping shit. Like, hey,
the capping with us mean like.
I mean, not for nothing, bro. Like, I've been around a lot of young artists. I think that's what helps me too, because like sometimes, just like here and there, hearing some of the old school cats, I don't think it's hate, but I think it comes off as hate. Or how they talk about the young dudes. Like, I don't do the auto tune. You feel me?
Right.
It's not that I don't like it. That's just not me. But when you listen to some of the music these young cats make with that,
anything auto tune.
I mean, it's a little saturated. Yeah. It's a little oversaturated, but you pick and choose what's the hot joint. Some of them joints, they rock. You can't really deny
but
it.
That's why facts, and that's why the game is good now, because you pick your lane you want to fuck with. Like before, you like I said, if you came with an auto tune record in the 90s, niggas was like, "Yo, that shit trash." You just automatically cancel from the game. Niggas ain't fucking with you. But now you got that lane, you gonna hit with just that auto tune crowd, or I feel like I think hip hop got more lanes than it did back in the 90s. So it's more room to eat.
It's more, I think it's more lanes, but it's just more readily available. Like back in the days, you had to really play the radio station.
You had to stay on the radio. That was or video music box up here.
You know what I mean?
So
but
we had
now it's a push of a button.
You got a SoundCloud page.
Reach millions. So,
absolutely.
I mean, instead of some of these old cats, instead of most of the old cats like getting mad, sit down and really watch some of these young cats. Like, I was talking to one of my boys the other day, and for me, you know what I mean, just for me being from the old school, I had to really sit down one day and say, you know what? Just chill for a minute and watch these young cats work. Just watch them, study them for a little while, understand what they doing. And not for nothing, I learned a lot.
Hey.
So it's like, yo, I can understand their movements. Yeah, most of us will say they got the easy button, which they got distribution from the home of their crib. You know what I mean? That was the main thing for us going to the label, to get that distribution, to get it everywhere. Crazy. But now they got it at the palm of their hand. So hey,
palm of their hand, good video.
Like DistroKid put your shit on like 100 different platforms, and you doing that from your house.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think at that point, you kind of got to look at these young boys like, why? I mean, me as an artist growing up, I always had that question. Like, I'm putting in all this work. I'm building. I'm making all this product. I'm trying to build my brand. But then at the same token, I'm going to go to them just for an advance, and then I got to still make money to pay them back. when I could just be doing all of this on my own.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more harder. Like, I mean, my man used to kill me over this, the Nas and Jay shit. But when you look at it, you know, being an artist, it had its perks. You know what I mean? But then with Jay being an owner, it's a whole lot different. So yeah, his road. Most people would say his road was a little more, you know, less popular than Nas's. But I mean, in the long run, look at Jay now. Not saying anything against Nas, but
correct.
You know, he's an owner. I like watching that. I'm a Jay fan, so watching that, like, I'm a big Jay fan. So watching that for me meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? And then to see the bigger moves as he got older and watch the title and all of that, it's like, yo, he's now competing instead of trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? It's not no more like, yo, this is what I got to offer. It's like, you want to work with me, how much you bringing to the table.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas we like, you look at all the old school artists that got jerked. It was a learning lesson. I think that's why some are a little, I won't say all, but I think some are a little salty because of that. But I mean, that's a learning lesson.
We've been talking a lot of. We've been interviewing a lot of the legends. So that's a big thing. Niggas was getting jerked so bad, shit that they had to the locks had to re-raping you shit for like that shit was going on for like 2-3 years.
I mean, It has a lot. I mean, when you look at it, you look at the game the way it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was so hard to get on. You pretty much sold your, like, you didn't really want to sell your soul, but you signing over your publishing and selling your soul.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I mean? That's your hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, everything. That's you. And that's what they want. And it's like, yo, nah. If I'm gonna put all this time and effort into it, I'm gonna do it myself. I might not reach that level of, you know, superstar status or whatever, how people look at it, or mainstream status. If I sell enough records to live comfortably and take care of my family, I did what I accomplished. I did what I set out to accomplish. I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like, like Meek said, there's levels to this shit. So you just got to keep it real with yourself. I might not be that nice to make it there. I mean, that's not the feel of the aim when I go in the booth, but I feel I'm better than everybody when I go in the booth. But the reality is, yo, this might not be it yet. I might have to go back in there a couple more times.
But we say talent, but we think in the game now, talent ain't even the end all be all, bro. Like some of the dopest rappers ain't even on. Yeah,
you gotta have TikTok.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But for me, if I'm gonna put something out that's gonna have my name on it, it's gonna have that it's gonna have everything that I want everybody to know about me.
What your man say?
If 2020 is about network, right? And we doing this podcast, and you feeling Snooze daily, right? If you network with the people you know, and the people you know network with the people they know, Snooze Daily should be on everybody's daily objective.
All day. Hey, look. We had Fredro Starr. We had him on a couple weeks ago. He broke that shit down to me, man, because I hit him with the line where a lot the game don't really be fucking with the OGs that much, like the young crowd. But what he told me was, fuck them, go where they fuck with you at.
Exactly. That's the best thing ever.
Yo, that's it, the old school fuck with the old school.
Talk.
And you know what's going on? Now I gotta stand up, black brother. You know what's going on. 48 laws of power. Okay, because none of that coexists. It goes in a state of mind. So each one teach one, right? We're gonna network and work it out.
All day.
Inevitable will be what it be. You know what I'm saying? It's Snooze Daily is what it is right now. You know what I'm saying?
We fuck with it. Hey,
what New York sound like.
No, I fuck with you. But what he said was the realest shit we heard in a minute. Because
he was like the main thing. You gotta go out there. Like, I think that's the main problem and the main misconception of most artists. I mean, everybody's in this so much beef over what?
Yep.
Fact.
You know
No
what I mean?
reason.
Like,
So
I don't,
the gig is up.
I don't know what the personal beefs be about, but like, yo, fam, like, I see, for me, I seen Atlanta dudes beef on record, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it's time to get to that bag,
They get to
they
that
get
bag.
to that bag.
And why they
They
beefing?
put
got
everything to the side
And be like,
Yeah.
sit,
Yo,
let's
we
get
gonna
this
get that money.
paper, and that's it.
Atlanta
In
beefing with
New
their
York
family from New
and
York.
most other places,
ain't no
bro,
sense.
it's
Yeah.
always a big, it's
Over
a
nothing.
competitive
it's
market.
Over nothing.
Yeah.
I
And
think
that's what he said. He was saying, he
Yep.
was like, shit. He's like, nigga, if they only listen to your shit in Russia, then you do all
Go
your
to Russia.
goddamn shows in Russia, nigga. It's like,
There you
fuck
go.
it.
Exactly.
Like, hey.
And then
the bag.
And then the other thing is people don't realize, like, yo, it's more than hip hop. Like, rap is the only genre that's all everything subject to one. Like, rap has different genres and needs to be broken up like that. You got older rappers, younger rappers. Like, if you look at rock and roll, you got dudes in 70 touring with lips flapping, Mick Jagger. We
And
just
they
talked
got the
about
young, but the youngsters is
He
at them shows
salute
with
him.
Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson doing the show. You got 15, 16-year-olds in that motherfucker. Like,
Exactly.
they love Willie
salute him.
Nelson.
but
They
that's,
give him
How
the
you know Willie
flowers.
Nelson?
but that's where I think it's going now.
That was
Like,
finally getting to that
Yeah.
hip hop.
when you look at
Yeah.
50 NLE Chopper, like, yo, not only are the some of the old school cats messing with some of these young dudes and doing records with them, but now some of these young cats are now going away from the auto tunes and what they do and really rapping like Lil CJ. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? People hear the joint on the radio and think, oh man, yo, but like I heard him spit on Funk Flex. This man can rhyme.
Yeah, he could rap.
This
So
man
he
can
doing
really
what's
spit,
hot.
but he getting to that bag. That's what it is.
As
He
you
getting
have
to
to.
that bag. So
Yeah.
he understands this is what's gonna get me paid. That's not his lane. But for me, I think my lane, like for me, it's always been that lane of just boom bap, New York hip hop. When I make stuff like that, everybody loves it. But then I can go left and do little things here and there. But I always wind up back to that New York sound of hip hop for me. It's always that. I'll try and make the beat sound up to date, but it'll always have that boom bap feel to it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just a mixture of the two. Cause like when you listen to most of the mainstream joints, they samples from the 90s, just update.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I would say boom bap coming back anyway with like Griselda and stuff.
Exactly.
Well, yo, shout out to Conway and them, cause like, yo, real talk, that to me is the reason why I'm able to really be in a lane that could be listened to right now. Without them dropping and them being from Buffalo, you know what I mean? Like them dropping and them having that sound, you know what I mean? It definitely opens the door for a lot. Like then you got Bust that just dropped the album. His album is sick.
Fucking classic.
So when you look at it, it's like, yo, it's opening the door for certain joints where I could release certain music and people will be like, yo, what's that? Yo, what's that?
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely enjoying the time, the new music, even with the young cats. Like I mess with Lil Baby. To me, him, Lil Baby, the baby, you know what I mean? I like them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we was talking about Lil Baby. Yeah, we was talking about him too, because it's like with him, he'll drop a heartfelt song because that's probably his lane, but he also give you that shit that's gonna get the bag, like you just said. Like he got the song called Grace on his last album. That's some real ass shit. But niggas want to hear We Paid. They want to hear the We Paid joint though. Like
he's smart because he's like, all right, I'll give y'all some shit, but I'm gonna give you this, and then I'm gonna go give the girls and everybody else that want to dance some shit, and then the rest of y'all niggas that like the street shit will come over here eventually anyway when y'all see all the chicks over here.
That's usually how it go, right?
I mean, yo, when you sit down and watch some of these young cats, they literally, like when you think about Jay dropped the album called The Blueprint. If you listen to that album, that is lyrically the blueprint.
Facts, because he got everything on there, don't he?
He got everything on there to touch every lane, but most of it is always aimed to who? The females. It'll be some hard shit for the dudes, but the females can rock with it. Absolutely. So then what happens is those dudes that front like they ain't feeling it, but then they see all the chicks rocking with it. eventually they gonna go over there and ride with the
They listen.
bandwagon anyway.
Yep.
So, yo, certain artists have figured it out, bro. You just
Sound
gotta
like
be able to be versatile.
That sound like Drake.
Well,
Mhm.
I mean, that's a whole different entity to me.
Yeah, that nigga.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I think was funny.
level-
Yesterday, my wife, she I guess it's something that came out with the songwriting credits, so they showing all the songwriting credits, and she was looking at Drake songs, and she was like, "Damn, he'll write none of his songs."
Nah, I mean, yo,
He's principal writer.
listen.
He's the principal writer. He's like any R&B group or like any other act. Like sometimes I don't even credit it to that. Sometimes you got dudes in the room that throw a line in here and there. It's the rapping always happens. So I mean, it's only right that he's paying his boys. But because you list it like that, people may look at it like, yo, everybody's writing his rhymes. So I mean,
It's like-
sometimes you gotta give the dude the benefit of the doubt, though.
But they also said, look, do you want to have a team and get the bag, or you want to write your own shit and don't get no money?
But see, I mean, here's the thing. Yo, that's totally facts. But then when I mean, most dudes,
The essence of it, the essence
of it, I think that's where cats get it mixed up and feel a certain way with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you win Lyricist of the Year awards if you ain't writing
facts.
You know what I mean? So
Word.
that to me, that's an issue with the awards people.
Yeah,
Not Drake.
Right.
I would say
Right.
I guarantee you.
He's
Say
an
like,
entertainer. He's not, to me, he's not so much a rapper. He's an entertainer.
Yeah, all day.
For me,
I was
he's
gonna
an
say, like,
entertainer.
let's
He's
say
not-
like,
he's not labeled in one category.
Right.
When you think of
Right,
Drake,
right.
you could hear a pop record today, a rap record tomorrow,
Mhm.
a club record,
R&B joint, yeah, all that.
R&B
Yeah.
joint. Like,
And they
yo,
all hot though. That's why you gotta give him.
Hey,
that
the nigga
talent.
even got reggae. He even got reggae joints.
Word, like he's like, I got you covered. Whatever
Yo,
you want.
like, yo, not for nothing. You look at that and you say, okay, he's not writing them, but when you hear him and go in the club,
well,
everybody's going to the music. You're like, well, he
Absolutely.
got it.
you know what Drake does? What Drake does is he finds whoever got the hot song and he jumps on the shit. Like that's
I
why
mean,
he
that
jumped on
too.
that little baby shit like 2 years ago. He did that little baby shit like 2 years ago in the Gunna. So he find out whoever hot, he gonna do a song with you. So that's why I think
Yeah.
But that, I mean, also that too,
Hotline
like,
Bling.
Hotline Bling and all that.
Oh, that or he gonna steal the shit. He stole that from that dude. Yeah, he stole that.
Word.
That
Word.
to me, that's all right. That also comes with part of the game because we don't know the technicalities that was behind the scenes. We just know what was said
true.
on one side. We know what was said on the other. We don't know
Absolutely.
the real story. So
One thing I can say though, on this planet, every time an occasion happens, there's a face of a black woman, man, and child. We are a dominant race on this planet. Drake,
All
it
day.
don't matter. Michael
Hey.
Jordan, double team us. We are
Hey,
still going
hey, we just had a dude on before you from Austria.
Austria.
So
Austria.
he ain't never been to the US. So he was telling us a story. He was like, yo, man, my grandma passed away, you know, it fucked me up because I was real close to my grandma. You know how 50 Cent was close to his. We like,
Bust
damn.
out laughing.
yo, it sounds crazy. Yo,
He was dead
it
serious.
sounds crazy, but that's the
That's
only
how they
thing
think.
they
They
can
can relate
think,
to.
they can relate
That's
to
what he
the
said.
word.
Hey, that's exactly what he said. He said that's the only thing I think of to relate to talk about my grandma was 50 Cent and his grandma. I'm like, damn, in Austria though.
But yo, you gotta think about it. It's yo.
That's
They see
hip-hop.
stuff like that. That's hip hop. Hip hop is
Yeah.
everywhere.
Mhm.
If you think about when it started, like yo, the evolution of hip hop. I'm watching that over and over. Just for
Oh yeah, that shit dope too.
I've been watching that just for the history. You know what I mean? Just to see look like certain things I didn't see or know about from behind the scenes. That information always says a lot. And I think that's the difference in the beef between the old school and the new school. I think the old school feels like the new school don't respect them. But then also I think the new school feels like the old school don't respect them either. And I think if everybody just put their ego to the side and realize we all doing the same thing. But if you look at other genres of music, they always pay homage.
Mm-hmm.
But they
You know what I
should.
mean? So when you look at some of these interviews, and I understand the age difference. You know what I mean? The age difference plays a big part in some of these artists. They don't know who these people are. But I think if you call yourself a rapper, a MC, whatever you call yourself, if you play any part of hip hop,
Do your
do
homework.
your homework.
Yeah.
Understand why this is available for you. Understand why you are able to make the type of money, make the moves you are able to make because of the pioneers before you.
The parents, they not do the knowledge teaching their kids because they so privileged and forgot the heartache and the trials and tribulations it took for their parents to get there, for them to be privileged to be here right now.
All
I
day.
mean,
That's what happened.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with it's a different upbringing, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all, I know y'all.
I'm 40. I'm 40. I'm 40 years
Same
old.
here, bro.
I know,
80s, baby.
yeah.
80s,
Yeah.
baby.
1980s.
Yes,
So,
sir.
when
That's
you
right.
think about it, you came up from an upbringing where your neighbor seen you doing some fuckery. She gonna grab
It's a
your
wrap.
ass up,
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
right.
take
Exactly.
you to your mom while she tearing your ass
That's
up,
right.
and
Uh-huh.
then
They gonna
your
double
mom's
team
gonna
you.
tear you up and be like, "Yo, wait till your father get home."
Oh,
Exactly.
Hey, look,
Now.
hey, look. I just told the Austrian dude. I said, look, man, the new generation, yeah, they accept everything. They on some love who you love shit. Nigga, if I brought a motherfucking dude home to my dad and said I'm in love with Tyrone, nigga, he killing both of us right there on the spot.
On
I
the
know.
spot.
But see,
No.
that also comes up with programming. See, most people are saying
All day.
but it's programming.
Yeah.
Look at the stuff we watched as kids compared to what on the TV
There
for
was
our kids.
no curses
None
on
of that
TVs
shit
back
on
in the
the
80s
TV.
and 90s.
TV used to go off.
Yep.
Right.
But
And
they
you ain't
don't.
seen no homosexual or lesbian shit on TV yet.
Not at
And I was
all.
growing up either.
Not
But
at all.
now think about the demographic of who's doing your TV programming.
And now who's
Right.
controlling?
And now who's controlling it. And then like, yo, like I remember coming home one day, my thing used to be watching SpongeBob with my son. All right,
Yeah.
that was our thing. I come home from work, we sit down, we watch it. You know, I'm checking his homework while he watches little SpongeBob. It went cool for about a month till the episode where these two dudes decide to play house. Like, what the? I was like, yo, hold up, yo, what? I literally turned it off.
Yep.
And my son is looking at me like, yo, I had to literally take him in the room, like, look, let me explain to you why I turned it off, and then we're gonna have this conversation. Because why? I don't feel like kids are allowed to be kids anymore.
Right.
Like,
you fucking their mind up. You fucking their mind up at a young age, man.
I don't put the whole blame on the programming. Us as parents gotta stop giving our kids all these devices at an early age, yo.
Yeah.
Give them a book.
I'm guilty of that. That's the babysitter shit. I'm guilty.
I mean, yeah, it is. But then you think about it. When they get older, that's your frustration. Would you get off the goddamn phone and talk to me for a minute? Like, yo, you creating a monster.
You gotta put that work. You gotta put that groundwork.
Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, it feel like you got a roommate in the house, huh? You got a roommate in the house. Shit, they don't say that.
Yo, my son just turned 16. He will now just get his first phone for Christmas.
Damn, for real?
For real. You know why? It's because, yo, I want him to think for himself. I don't want him to be influenced by all this craziness, Jay.
Yeah. They go straight to the phone and Google shit nowadays. Like, you can't tell them nothing because the Google will tell them something different. They believe that.
Yeah, people kill themselves over getting bullied online. Think about that. You killing yourself because you getting bullied online.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You gotta think about America's gotten soft, bro. We've gotten soft. And the last 4 years has proved that. Because not for nothing, everybody was saying no bullying, no bullying, no bullying.
And then we got a bully.
We got
in
a
there.
president. We got a bully for a president. Everybody just looking around like, what the hell do we do now?
Everybody looking around like this.
Yo, like, not for nothing, like, I'm literally sitting there. I mean, yo, I don't like this dude for nothing, but I mean, I literally had to kind of give him a little bit of respect because, like, yo, we've known presidents to do the shit he's done, but they do it behind closed doors and you
all
find
day
out about it later. At least he had the balls to do it in your face and be like, I did it. So what? What you gonna do about it?
He was the boss.
Anybody? Anybody?
All right, then.
Shut the hell up.
Hey, Trump had the rally where he was like, I do a lot for the African Americans. As a matter of fact, I got an African American over there and pointed old boy out and shit. I'm like, damn, like,
you gotta think about it though, bro. If you're at a Trump rally, you know you got paid to be
there all day.
Yep.
And then not only did you get paid to be there, you are now about to get pointed out in front of all your people. Like, yo,
like this felt
like
asshole.
I think Kanye went crazy because he realized everybody seen him with Steve Harvey and all the dudes went up there. I guess he just figured I'm gonna go with the flow. Like, yo,
hell yeah.
I mean, it's like,
yeah, crazy.
I mean,
he went all in. I'm like, shit, man. What you getting out of this?
Go home, B.
Hey, but back to what you were saying about the old school and new school too. You got like some like let's take a DJ for example. Like a DJ, the old school DJs don't want to see a dude win DJ of the year and they ain't never touched no damn real turntables. You don't even know how to use real turntables, but you the DJ of the year.
But it's changed. That's what I'm saying. Like, all right.
But should you respect that essence though of the turntable? If as a new DJ, you shouldn't. Do you think a new DJ should even know how to do that, or just show some respect to it? Then
I mean, show some respect to it, but at the same token, I mean, does he really have to touch it? Is it really? I mean, let's put it like this: he doesn't have to deal with the needle jumping. He doesn't have to deal with certain things old school DJs have dealt with.
He ain't got to carry all them heavy ass records.
Yeah.
Nah, he's got his laptop and that's it.
Like, yo, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna plug in the Serato real quick. I think
that's what the problem is. G. Just the difference of the ethical work. Like,
right.
It's so easy. Mm-hmm. Like, if you think about Soulja Boy, he literally recorded something in his room and blew the hell up.
Paul, what you said about Soulja Boy? He said he was a what?
I'm saying
he's the first one to go viral. You said that.
Recorded himself making the song, doing the dance, and went viral and made a killing. Right? Where you have dudes that literally put 10 plus years in and probably made good 500,000
all day.
You know what I mean? But they put 10 years of hard work in. And I think that's where they feel a little cheated. But I think now, instead of getting mad at the situation, and like I said, take a step back and watch some of these young boys work and just pay attention to their movements and how they work.
They streamline the game. If you get the hate out your eyes, you could make some money with them.
Exactly.
And yo, what's wrong? I think ego plays a big part because not for nothing. What's wrong with you as an old school artist sitting down with one of these young dudes and saying, "Listen, I don't know how this thing works. Could you show me?"
Exactly. Build with them instead of destroying them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say when you was talking about old school, new school. That's kind of just with I think even with like just black people in general, like younger people don't want to listen to older people, and the older people don't want to listen to younger people. So it got to be some kind of we can learn from them just like they can learn from us, and vice versa.
Absolutely. I mean, that's generational because I remember my pops. I remember growing up and my pops playing music and my grandmother like turn that shit off.
Mm-hmm.
But then now I was playing music and my pops was like, what the hell is that?
Now our kids playing the music and we like,
music,
turn that little trippy, what the fuck? Oh, turn that off.
Yeah. So it's a pass down because I mean, think about it. We'll play some hip hop at the barbecue and your uncle will be like, this ain't no goddamn music, and play some old 60 something. And you like,
but you know what happened? You know what happened is we never respected the elders, so what we having to us is happening with the young niggas towards us. So, and that being said, if all the old school rappers just redid their album again, it'd be fire.
Redid it and put it out now.
You on to something. You on to something right there. Shit.
Yep. I'm trying spread the love, spread the word. Say here first.
I'm already trying to do it.
Word.
Before they do
it. The thing is, here's the difference. A lot of them old school artists are mad because they look at De La. Look at what De La's going through with they.
Perfect example. I love
their ownership.
Right.
So a lot of artists are not going to be able to make that move.
But they can do most of them. They get to most of them. Just do that. That'll spark something and go like wildfire.
You just gotta like.
They be like, who the hell? They be like, who the hell is this? That's Jadakiss' first album, nigga. You don't know that.
But it'd be fire.
They wouldn't even know what it was. They're thinking something brand new.
Exactly. They don't know no better, so you gotta teach them.
Fire. I'm trying to tell you something.
That's not for nothing. That's what some of the producers like. Yo, a lot of these producers are making a killing over redoing some of the old 90s joints nobody know about.
Word and winning.
Yeah. What's that R&B artist? His whole album, he renditioned all the 80s songs.
Trey
Songz. No.
Bryson Tiller.
Tory Lane.
Oh, Tory does the mixtape all the time. Yeah.
But check now, if all the MCs did that with their own album, Nas did his whole album, the first album, all over again.
He don't like that album. He don't like
Illmatic.
He ain't gotta like it. It's gonna make his numbers.
It's not that he don't. All right, here's what it is.
He's tired.
He's tired of it.
Oh,
like as an artist, sometimes, yo, like I know people be like, yo, it's old music, just put it out. It's old to you, nobody's heard it. But you've heard that song 800 million times. You like,
he
man,
did it when he was 16, he's 46 or something.
But look at Meek Mills. Meek Mills had to jack some of Nas stuff here. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Meek Mills jacked it because he knew the value of it. You need to know the value of yourself. Everything is about knowing the value of yourself. You see, even with this music and everything, you see, even back then, if we could just take the power, because black man, woman, it's always going to boil back down to the black woman and child. We got to know the value of ourselves because the people outside of our race know the value of ourselves. We are the greatest consumers of the universe. I don't mean to get technical, but I need to get real with you. You see, peace to all the gods and earths on the universe. You know what I'm saying?
But how we do that, brother? What you saying?
This is how you do it. This is how we do it.
I agree with you though.
We're doing it right now, right? We're doing it right now as we build. There's people that's checking out the podcast, Sound Travels, right? As we go outside and live our daily lives, we show and prove that. We show and prove because listen, it's simple. You as the black man, you're symbolic to the sun. The sun don't speak, don't need to walk or talk, but photosynthesis is important. See how simple that broke down? Yeah, I'm not even getting strange on you. I'm getting real with you. You showing the light.
Yeah, I feel you. Shit.
That's all I'm saying, brother.
But like y'all was saying, like Poe was saying about the old could teach the new. Everybody can learn from everybody, man. I did a brief stint as a correctional officer in Brooklyn. And shit, man, it made shit. Them motherfuckers made sure I was good. Like if you treat, like, the biggest thing is respect with me. And that's how they are too. They was like, look, bro, they're like, I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. Like, long as we show each other some respect, but like if they respect you, they help me do my job. Shit. Like, I ain't know some shit I was doing.
Exactly.
Niggas pulled me to the side, like, they're like, hey, bro, like I remember, hey, my first day, nigga, I walked around that motherfucker like every 5 minutes. They was like, them niggas helped me though. They said, hey, if you don't sit your ass down, nigga, you gonna tear them goddamn boots on the first day. They plugged me though. They told me, they was like, hey, nigga, you doing too much, bro. Like, ain't shit gonna jump off. Go sit your ass down. Like,
right? And you ready for anything?
That's how
hey,
they
don't
get
you
you.
tell. Hey, they help me out though. Real talk. I
That's
was like,
the
all right, I'm
difference.
gonna sit
That's
my
the
ass down.
difference. B. You understood, like he was taking my homeboy. Like he understood that y'all, like how he broke it down. He understood y'all were late.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
A lot of
Facts.
times they couldn't say that to a white correctional officer.
Hell no. That white
like,
white CO would have fucked them up. Yeah, he would have fucked them up.
Nah,
just
he
for
Let me
no
got
get
reason.
fucked up.
them. No, he done roped them up, and they're like, "Ah, this is the way it is.
He got fucked up.
I'm gonna do what I want to do."
Hey, glad you said real talk. I had a white dude. I went to go relieve him. This is right when Eric Garner got killed. So
Oh shit.
I go to work. The white boy run up to me like, "Yo, man, I just had some shit happen here." I'm like, "What happened, bro?" Like, cause cause when you scared, you might say some shit out of fear that you might think is funny because you trying to calm yourself down or something. But like, you gotta understand how the person you saying that shit gonna take it. So what happened was, man, he found out that they were smoking cigarettes in the housing unit. So, man, it's all niggas. It's all black dudes in there. Like, you the only white person in that whole. It's 120 of them, and you the only white dude. What he did, man, he just did some stupid shit. He was like, he went up to the dude he thought was selling cigarettes. He was like, "Yo, man, I heard they call you smokes up in here. You got the cigarettes." Already you fucked up by doing that, because the nigga he gonna be like, who the fuck is smokes? I don't know nothing about no cigarettes. So that's what he did to him. He told the white boy, "I don't know who smokes is. I don't know the fuck you talking about. Fuck out of here." He was like, "Man, I know it's you, and if I come back, I'm gonna have to do your ass like Eric Garner." Look, but he thought he was being funny when he said that.
Nah, bro.
Nigga, they had the OG walk up to him and say, "Look, you got 2 minutes to call the counselor, bro, or it's gonna be a problem." The counselor, because the counselor was a brother, so he called the counselor up real quick. Counselor ran in there. They had to talk. He had to talk to him and shit to say the old boy didn't really mean what he said, type shit or whatever. But I relieved them, and they told me straight. He's like, "Yo, we was finna fuck old boy up." He was like, it was gonna be a rap for him. Like, it wasn't nothing. If that dude didn't come in 2 minutes, it was a problem. But I told him, I said, "Look, bro, that shit ain't funny to us. Like, that I'm a black man, bro. You can't even say that shit to me and think it's a joke.
Exactly. Let alone we all felt it.
Right, let alone you saying it to niggas who ain't got nothing. Some of them ain't got nothing to lose, bro." So yeah, that was just a life lesson that he had to learn that day.
That's the mentality in the game right now. If you think about it.
Yeah.
And that's what, honestly, I mean, that's the only thing I'm really disgusted with when it comes to the new generation. Like, y'all killing each other. Like, as soon as Homeboy album dropped, boom, body.
Yeah.
What you say about that, Poe? Poe was talking about the other day with King Von. Like damn, this shit. Like, I guess he said.
I honestly think a lot of these young cats get the streets misconstrued. Okay. I've been watching this thing go back and forth with a lot of these young dudes. I know wherever they came from where they came from, and they got where they got. You know what I mean? But at some point, fam, leave it alone.
The real killer can't even rap. The real killers can't rap, nigga.
But that's not even the point. Like, I think a lot of times, man, they just don't know how to leave the streets alone. And they, you know what I mean, when you don't know how to leave the streets alone, it gets to that point like you feel like you got something to prove.
Absolutely.
And when you feel like you got something to prove, you out there. So now you out there.
And the Bible
out there, it's like you looking for something. And
they say the Bible say power. What life and death is in the power of the tongue, man.
Yo, man, I just feel bad because, like, yo, man, listening to the King Von album, I mean, he was a young, talented dude. You know what I mean? But that bothers me a lot. And that's why, like, with the music.
What'd you say, Poe?
You talking about Pop Smoke?
No, King Von.
King Von. I mean, even with Pop Smoke, like, that situation is crazy. Like, I mean,
but shit, we take it back before that. What happened to Scott LaRock? his ass get killed by somebody like that?
I mean, when you think about all of the artists that have been killed,
Yeah,
it's always over something that
lack of knowledge.
It's crazy, G. And it's like, yo, come on, man. Like, Jam Master J.
We need to have another self-destruction album.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's time for that. Real talk.
I'm trying to talk to you now.
It's time for that.
That to me, that needs to be done. But and not for nothing. If they're gonna do it, they need to get the right OGs and the right youngsters to do it together.
Right.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because like this, I think a lot of shit a lot of shit too be like a misunderstanding. I don't know, man. Like I feel like you want to go back to the hood and show how good you doing now, but you gotta understand there's some niggas that just ain't gonna like that shit.
Nah, you gotta separate yourself, man.
How you do it. See, understand this. You could make it out the hood. I mean, let's be real. Biggie made it out the hood, but he always went back. And nothing ever happened to Biggie.
But big one like wasn't like he was stunting on niggas.
But that's
when he
what
went
I'm
back
saying.
to the
When
hood,
you
though.
go back to the hood, you don't stunt. You take care of the cats in the hood. Not saying you got to take care of everybody and pay their rent. Right. But like when you come back in the hood, take care of the community. Because when you come back to your neighborhood, that's where you came from. There's a lot of young cats looking up to you. So take that time out. First of all, if you're going back to your neighborhood, to go back there and be jeweled out and all of that, you kind of rubbing that in their face. Go back there, go back there the way you left, but keep it real. Like, yo, you know, like when you go back to the hood, you know some of the dudes you seen on the block, they struggling. You know what I mean? Yo, look, fam, I can't give you this money, but I got this job over here you could do. I'll pay you to do this job.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Dudes will respect that more than you coming and just giving them, oh, hey, I'm gonna give you this. Hey, I'm gonna give you this package. Nah, yo.
Yeah, but that's why they fuck with LeBron so hard, though. That's why niggas fuck with LeBron. LeBron went to the hood. LeBron made his boy the fucking top agent in basketball, nigga.
But you gotta realize that you giving your boys jobs. You're no longer letting. It's no longer. Come on, let's go this way. It's I'm gonna go this way, but I'm gonna put you over here to handle this. Everybody. That's why I said when I got here because of a team. You see what I'm saying? You have to have a team, and when you have a team of dudes that everybody play their position and we form as one. Look at the Wu-Tang. Everybody did their own thing, but why? Because they all played their position. Yeah, they have their own little turmoil. When I look at it, I say family, but what family don't have turmoil?
That's a fact.
I mean, everybody not going to see eye to eye, but you could always agree to disagree. That's what makes a strong team, and that's what makes a strong artist. You look at Jay, got a team around him. Drake, got a team around him. Everybody that's popping got a team around them. Why? Because everybody believes in them, and everybody believes in that movement, and everybody agrees on how that movement's gonna go.
Hey, I seen a comedian the other day. He said the young niggas just got it fucked up. He said y'all don't let the money get shot, nigga. Like y'all letting the money man get shot. Y'all letting the money man go to jail. Y'all letting the money man do everything.
Some dudes are just that's what I mean. Like some of these young dudes really they don't keep the right dudes around them.
Yeah.
I mean, when you start to make that money, you gotta break bread with the niggas you came with. You can't start putting new faces in and all of that.
Fucking up the rotation.
Now you starting to you messing up the vibe. You gotta keep that same vibe on and on. You make sure your boys eat. There's going to be some outsiders that come in, new faces you're going to deal with. That's all about part of networking. But as you're networking, you seeing what that person could offer and what you could offer him. Look, one hand wash the other, both wash the face. I'm going to take care of you over here. You're going to take care of me over here, and we're going to both eat. It's got to be that way. If it's not that way, ain't nothing going to work. And that's why I fucks with Phantom, because my boy, when he introduced me to Phantom, he straight up told me, yo, that's family. You don't got to worry about nothing. I bet. And that's how it's always been. He called me, yo, you good? Everything good? Yeah. This is what I plan on doing. All right. What you need me to do? You know what I mean? And
I believe.
and we make the moves. That's how it's got to be. Like MJ got me to, been doing on her job. But like I said, she brings something to the table. All right, let's go. And boom. You know what I mean? It's all part of a team. Everything works and makes the machine go.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's
You
how
know, we got. I think we got the track. She sent us the track. We're gonna go into the track if y'all wanna.
Yeah, on the track. I'm definitely with it. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta like I said, I got some more stuff coming. We just gonna shoot the video. We really pushing this right now. You know, shout out to Fan of Music. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
My boy Slizzo, the whole team. Wonderama grind hard. I could keep going all day, but you know how I go. Like, it's definitely gonna be.
We got the little tourney. We got the Just Two Black Brothers independent rap tourney that we've been doing. We're gonna start it back up in 2021. But how many we did already, Paul?
4.
So we did 4 already. So shit, man, y'all, we looking for people that want to get involved with that. We give them.
Let me know, man.
Definitely.
I come through. We come through. I'm definitely with it.
We got somebody from India in. They said, "What's up?"
All right, tell them I said, "What up, yo?"
Yeah.
Tell them I said, "Check that Snooze Daily."
Like his name is
I appreciate you.
Yeah, India. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah, shout out India. All right, let's go into the track.
All right, definitely.
All right, one.
Strobe like Oculus, bottle after bottle. Uber to a short stay, handle biz, no foreplay. Grip like DiBiase, big boy the whip. Chase Sims is where you find me. I'm something like I'm pimp. Led like the Rascals on Stymie, get hit. Back to back, Swiss cheese, your mind peak. Crime wave, no arcade. Fortnite, your heartbeat, eternal sleep. What I bring like the Reaper. Flow illmatic, Rockefeller through the speaker. Snooze on them daily, pure shots like a teacup. Wing Chun the beat, it man and teacher. Reach you with the pole, send my goons to sweep up. Hip hop's boogeyman, John Wick features. Rebel to the rule, a step beyond you fool. Stones block the peace, hands frozen in time. The wrist so icy, it's my time to shine. Here we go again. Here we go again. That boy going dumb again. Oh Lord. Here we go again. Here we go again. Yeah, that boy going dumb again. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Here he come again. That long out Looney with a Brooklyn swing. Yeah, Phantom on the beat. Ain't God I trust. My brother Val on the link. Gasoline and fire. When connected for the street, this must be God's plan. The union so unique. Fuego the track. Make it hard like concrete. B-boy stands. Chronicles of SD. No tight jeans, nigga. I need room to breathe. Catch me sliding, 4 wheels foreign. Interior shows how the pockets stay swollen. Chain watch heavy like boulders. Look like I'm dancing, I'm brushing haters off my shoulders. Road competition quick the way they get smoked up. Hoped up with bad intentions, I'm on one. Belltown Boston, my exit is 21. I'm a rough rider, Roosevelt is where I'm from. Here we go again. Here we go again. That boy going dumb again. Oh Lord. Here we go again. Here we go again. Yeah, that boy going dumb again. Oh Lord.
I think we need another verse on that one, man.
Yeah, that shit hard.
I'm gonna be honest, yo. I did it like that for a reason, though. I wanted to give you an in and out. If you want to hear it again, guess what they gotta do.
Rewind.
Remember how we used to be? Yo, rewind that real quick. I want to give people that.
Hey, what he say? He said Fortnite your heartbeat.
Yeah, Fortnite your heartbeat.
Bars. Bars.
Real talk. I thank my son for that line. That's all I know. That's all he played.
That's all they be playing.
That's a great game.
But it's really real talk. Like that's like turning the bars, as you see. Like everything. That whole song pretty much breaks down me. You got the old school with the new with the Chuck D. Here we go again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard. Yep.
Like that's why I'm like I'm trying to be an advocate for the old school and new to work together.
All right, so what I'm gonna piggyback off Poe with the extra verse thing. So what we've been doing, man, we be getting everybody, all the guests. Just give us a little hot 16 real quick while we on the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you can give us some, all right.
No beat. I go a cappella. All right. My first name Sleep, alias The Step Beyond. You may have heard of me, and if not, remain calm. Snooze, I'm 20 deep. All velvet villain fact, dark skin complexion. And I'm known for the track wet and lazy eye, son. So I always seem blunted, floss with composure. More advanced than these toy soldiers. Till death took me part like that tat on my shoulder. Old mics on focus, Joyce, just to show you. Remain in the zone, I've proven to be the master. Breaking competition down for the tripod disaster. Far from an acting, if you fake, you better back up. React what? Feel an overdose like you cracked up. Deep in the coma when the beat tempo rise up. You chumps wise up or get smoked until my time's up.
Ooh, shit. Okay. Hey, you know what it is though? Hey, that shit's hard. Yeah. That shit made me want to rap.
Here we go.
Yo, good luck. Yo, I'm just saying, like, yo, real talk. I this is what I do, man. I work all day. When I get off, I take at least 2 to 3 hours every day for my craft. I don't care what goes on in that day. I'm taking 3 hours out of the day to work on my craft. That's just off top. Weekends, forget about it. We in here all day.
Word.
We in here all day trying to figure out the next hit.
Word. So if y'all looking for a spot to book sessions at in y'all in Queens, RMG Studios. RMGstudios.nyc. That's the website.
Y'all mix and master?
We mix master. We run podcasts out of here. We A&R. We do everything. We can pretty much curate your project from beginning to end.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you, man. I got a little brother that's locked up, so he be doing music, but you know his shit, it ain't ready yet because he ain't got all the equipment to make it sound good, but he got some shit.
Okay,
he got some shit.
Well, yo, like I
send
said,
it through.
All right,
get him sure. Like yo, I'll send you some. We'll send you. We'll contact with you. Send you some stuff.
Absolutely.
Contact with us. Like if they want to get into the Snooze Daily stuff.
Yeah.
It's Snooze Daily / Facebook / Snooze Daily, Instagram / Snooze Daily. You know what I mean? I got the hoodies on deck too. They can go on.
I gotta get one of those
and check them out. You know what I mean? We got the hoodies, we got the t-shirts, and when the album come out, we're gonna kind of put together like a little package.
Okay, for sure.
I mean, I'm gonna basically sell packages. So you can get the hoodie, the t-shirt, the album, and like we're gonna try and figure out something else, but like we're trying to figure out the mask. Might do the mask, but you'll get the t-shirt, the hoodie, the mask, the album. We haven't figured out the price yet, but that's the packages we do.
All right.
So everybody can buy a package, the album and everything.
All right, bet. Poe, you got anything before we ride?
I said niggas don't want they be wanting that shit for like $9.
Like all that $5, right?
Nah, bro.
Nah, y'all
you gotta pay because real talk. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm putting out basically a product to brand myself, but also that I'm branding myself. I'm not trying to give out no just regular stuff. We're trying to give out high quality stuff, so you're gonna pay for it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You want quality, you're gonna pay for quality. If you want some nonsense, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. That's not how we do.
If you want to support, go ahead.
No, I got a Nintendo Switch, man. I was about to sell it because we got 2 of them. So I put this shit on Facebook earlier today. I put on there for like $275. I'm like, yo, we a capitalist society. Everybody gonna use what they can use to get paid. So we only play this shit twice. So I'm like, $275, you still getting a deal. Man, the lady hit me. She like, I'm handicapped. I want to get this for my son for Christmas. All I got is $180. But I'm like, nigga, yo, I
Y'all
You ain't
bad.
played it, motherfucker. You ain't.
Hey,
Keep that story for somebody else.
I mean, yo,
But that's real. Sorry, real
Hey.
R&B studio. That's me.
hey, that shit hurt though. I was like, I told my wife, I said, what should I do? My wife said, if you ain't got that shit for 180, then you ain't giving it to her for 180. I'm like, damn.
Exactly. Shit.
yo, it's just real. Cause
Yeah,
yo, you gonna sit there.
It's a game.
Money ain't handicapped.
Word. Let me find
Hey, say that again.
the money ain't handicapped.
And the
That's
child
a
ain't
fact.
either. Hear what I'm trying to tell you?
Yo,
That's right. Where's my
Yo, I was
money?
like, damn, that shit. She tried to play. She tried to hit me in the heart with that shit. She like, I'm handicapped. My kids just really
oh
want to
yeah,
switch.
they
Yeah.
gonna give you the
Can you
story.
take the?
I mean, yo,
Listen.
Kids ain't
you in
handicapped. Use the
Brooklyn.
money.
You've
Give
been
them
to the
money.
mom and pop stores to get your joints,
day.
whatever.
Yep.
it is. You know the haggle game.
Word.
Man.
That's all we
All
do
day.
is New
That's all we
Yorkers.
do
Yep.
is New Yorkers. Yo,
Hey, this all I got. This all I got. You gonna take it or leave it?
I gotta
Hey,
get
I'm gonna
home.
give you-
I gotta get
And
on
then
the-
we'll walk dead right out of there. They'd be like, wait, hold up, we got you. Okay, I got you.
Uh-huh.
Here's that 180.
Yeah, bro,
Hey,
you just gotta
yep.
yo, you gotta know how to play the game, bro.
Exactly.
All
And
day.
that goes
All
with
day. That's
that,
what she
and
doing.
not for nothing. That goes with everything. You know how
Right.
to play the game, it'll work for you.
Yeah, I would have been like, shit, I'm handicapped too. Shit. I need
Ah,
money.
Let's start
Close
with
my
them
account. Where's my money?
Yo,
But nah, the game,
Oh.
but the game is definitely in a good place, man. You know, I was listening to that Benny the Butcher album earlier, and he got a song with Big Sean. He got a song with Big Sean and Lil Wayne. And I said, look, man, Big Sean had the hardest bar. Well, Wayne had a hard bar, but then I heard Big Sean say, I signed a slave deal, now I own my masters.
yeah.
I said, damn. I
But
said,
that's
you
what
know,
I'm telling you.
That's
See
what
where the game is
that's
going
where
now?
it's going to now.
That's where it's going now. And if
I
you
said,
can't
ooh,
keep up,
you got to
if
step
you
your
can't
game.
keep
Yeah.
up,
Exactly.
you're gonna fall to the waistline. That's
Yep.
why now it's about not for nothing, man. That's what I mean. Everything goes full circle.
And I'll tell y'all a little secret. It's not about how much talent you got, it's how much hustle you got right now.
All
The
day.
more you hustle, that's it. The only people that's making it right now is the ones that got the hustle. It's talented people all over the place, but they'll get caught up in their ego or caught up in the wayside. Like, I don't want to do this because I don't want to jeopardize what I look like. If you want to be somewhere, get to where you need to be to. Do what you got to do to get there. That's what it comes down to.
I was gonna have y'all give some. I was gonna have y'all give some advice real quick before you left. I was gonna have you drop a little word of wisdom for the youngsters. I know you done gave a lot of game already, man. But if you could give them something before we ride out.
I would just say, believe in yourself, bro. Find you a real loyal team.
Yep.
That way everybody's gonna play their position because they believe in what you got going on. If you can't find that within your circle, it's not saying your boys are not your boys. You might have to go elsewhere to get what you need to get to separate friendship from business. Remember, it's a business. It's no longer friendship.
Right.
You can put the friendship to the side, do your business, and keep the friendship great. That's how you do business. It'll work for you that way. Do good business, you'll always be all right.
That's what's up.
That's the only thing I can really say. Like, yo, it all depends on the individual, man. How bad you want it. If you want it, you're gonna go get it. If you only half-assing, you only gonna get half of the shit you put into it.
Absolutely.
You gotta go hard. I've been going hard for a long time, my G. And not to say that it's just my time, but I've been reaping a little bit of the benefits of my hard work lately. So in that case, I've been going even harder.
Yeah, just really hop in on him real quick. Not for nothing. This first dude, like, we done a thing where we constantly record like 2 to 3 songs a week. So every year, like for the last few years, it's 300 to 400 songs sitting around every year. Not, this is the same songs, different beats. This is 300 to 400 new songs. That's the artists forget that you have to have drive. You got to actually produce your craft. You can't go to your man's basement and be like, yo, I'm doing this, and then don't progress from there. Get to a point where you go, all right, that studio. Then find a studio that you're comfortable at, and put those hours in. If you find a studio where you paying $25 an hour and you're wondering about your quality, go to another spot. Find a spot where you're paying for your quality And there are engineers out there that will make your shit sound like anything on the radio while they're sitting at home. Happens all the time. But you have to do that due diligence and that research, or find me, RNG Studios in Queens, NYG.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So,
shout out.
yeah, that's what we do. You just gotta hustle and grind, man.
Word and put that work in.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, it amazes me sometimes because I'll come here 2 times, 3 times a week, maybe, and do 2 songs, 1, 2 songs.
Mhm.
But at the end of the year, when I count it up, I'm like, damn, I did that much.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You don't realize it till it's over and done. Like, I can honestly say right now, I got from this year alone, I got at least about a good 2, 3 albums worth of material and some.
Yep.
But like 2, 3 hours worth of good material and some throwaways just to give it to people. Still got stuff in the archives, bro. I've been working for
Yeah, that's part of that legend in you though, because you know the newer cats they think they got to put a song out every other week. Like, nah, let that shit marinate.
You can, but the thing is, my thing is, you know, I think for me it was like till recently it was more the old school way of thinking about it. You know what I mean? This is not really what I'm looking for. This is not the vibe. Even though I made it, that was the vibe for that day. But now I'm building the album and I'm like, nah, that don't rock today. But then I'll hear something and be like, yo, that rocks with the album. I'm gonna lay this down. Okay, yo, I did this 3 months ago. Let me hear that. All right, the beat ain't really rocking, but I got the vocals off of there. Let me put the vocals. I got this new beat. The vocals go with that. So I'm gonna scratch this. I'm gonna make something new with that. Put these vocals over here. I mean, it's just like I'm a writer also, because I sit down and write. I do not all that freestyle and cats talking about I go in the booth and freestyle. Listen, I'm not.
Some people got that talent, man.
Okay?
But that money to waste.
Dudes that could sit there and memorize their rhymes all day long and got time to do that, they could do that. I got a job. I got mouths to feed. So at the end of the day, I don't got time to really memorize everything. So I got to keep going over it. I got to have it written down in front of me. Ain't no coming in no booth and laying down a whole album talking about I ain't write none of it down. You out your damn mind.
One take, Jake.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, there's a few of them out there. Don't get me wrong, but man,
it's more than one take.
Word. And a lot of things people don't talk about from an engineer's aspect, from a person that runs the studio. Sometimes you got to sit up there and you like hours later, like, yo, seriously, still got to put on that smile, like, yo, yeah, your shit's hot, but you know they could do better if they just sat down, wrote their shit, rehearsed it, and then went back in the booth. But ego is everything. You can't tell everybody everything. You know what I mean? Everybody's Jay-Z from the minute they born, but they didn't realize even Jay-Z had to write first. Everybody had to have their own creative lane before they got to that point. You know what I mean?
I mean, yo, important, I would say basically to any artist, young, old, whatever, have an open mind to criticism.
Absolutely.
You don't know it all.
Nobody does.
Nobody does. So have an open mind. And instead of getting mad, ask that person what they don't like. Maybe it might enlighten you to what you're not doing.
That's a fact.
So always have an open mind.
All right, bro. I feel you on that. I feel you on that one. We want to appreciate you, man, coming through, man, and your boys too. That's what we do, man.
Bro. Anytime. I definitely wanted to come here and rock out with y'all, but I wanted to do it here because this is where I'm always at. If I ain't at work, I'm here. This is my second home. So I always wanted to do things wherever I'm at.
Nah, we fuck with that, man. Like we be hitting you up in the future, man. Follow your career,
like,
man.
Yo, you got me. Like I said, I'm on Instagram, Snooze Daily. Whatever you got going on, I can help you out with. Hit me up.
For sure.
For sure.
All right.